Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video I want to do a challenge makeup tutorial, and I've seen this challenge done a couple of weeks ago by Mel from Mel's makeup channel, and I really loved the idea. So this challenge consists in doing your full face of makeup using products from companies that have their name starting with the first letter of your name. Now my name is Julia, as you know it from my channel, but actually my first name is not Julia, but Constance. Actually it is Constanta, but let's say it in English is Constance. And I've discovered that I have in my collection quite a lot of products from makeup company that start with the letter C. So let's go ahead and see how I achieved this makeup look using only products from makeup companies that have their name starting with the letter C. So if you want to see how I recreate this look, just keep watching. I have like 4 or 5 brands starting with C in my collection. I didn't purchase anything for this video. Everything that I have, it was already on my collection, so this was kind of a show my stash challenge together with creating a makeup using only products from the makeup brands that are starting with letter C. So, starting with the base. Do you remember maybe that I've done last year a review of this Catrice HD Performance Active Primer with SPF 30, and I kinda love this product, but I haven't used it in a while. So I'm gonna start to prep my skin with this, and I will bring you a bit closer. Ooh, I need to shake it. It might be already too old. So I love about this primer that it also has SPF to it, SPF 30. So it's not like I'm relying on this SPF, but it's good to have a bit of a extra protection. For my pores, I'm gonna use the Clinique Pep-Start Hydroblur Moisturizer, which I think I haven't talked about on my channel. So it's a kind of silicone feeling type of primer. It's okay. I have other primers that do a better job, but if you don't have very enlarged pores, you might get away with this without any problem. So it's Sunday when I'm filming this video. My husband took kids outside, but because the rain it started, they are already back in, so you might heard them in the background, so just ignore this noise. For my eyelid primer, I'm gonna use the Catrice Eye Foundation Primer, and of course this could have been a Catrice only makeup tutorial brand, because Catrice is starting with C and I have all the makeup needed from Catrice, but I just did a full face of Catrice video a while ago, so I thought this is not what I want to do on my channel. I don't want to repeat too much the same products over and over again. Even though I prepped my skin, I think I'm gonna start with my eye makeup. And I have a couple of palettes. I have the Catrice palette that I've used on the full face of Catrice product, so I will not pull out that palette. But I do have 2 Colourpop palettes. I have the Dream Street, which is in collab with the Kathleen lights, and also I have the It's My Pleasure. So those are the only palettes from Colourpop that I have. And if you don't know how this palette looks like, It's gorgeous. It has kind of mauvey shades and also a couple of rose. But I just realized that I have another palette that is from the brand that starts with letter C. So this is by Cargo and is their Vintage Escape palette. So this is among my first eyeshadow palette that I had on my collection, and this kind of neutral palette. I think I will combine this palette with one of the Colourpop, but I want to use the base shade. The rain is already starting, so I'm gonna use from the Cargo Cosmetic the shade Harvest Moon. Wait, I'm forgetting. Before I'm starting, there is something that I forgot to show you when I did my full face of Catrice makeup. So this is by Catrice, and there are eyeshadow tape, eye makeup tape, that will help you correct or not go overboard with your eyeshadow. So I bought this because I thought they are fun and they are quite non-expensive, and I only used it once, but of course after I filmed that video. So you know what I'm gonna do, because it's too big, I think I will cut it in two.
Mommy, blow up!
Yes, so my son just come and informed me that it's raining. So we have been informed now. It's officially raining. Next I'm gonna take the shade Autumn from the same Cargo palette. I remember how much I enjoyed this eyeshadow palette. Okay, next I am gonna take the shade Hot Cocoa, and I am going to define my crease. I think I'm gonna stick with this eyeshadow palette. I'm loving it so much. Next I am gonna take the shade Cuddle. And run it over my entire lid. I don't want to do a very dramatic look. I just want to be a day-to-day wearable look. Kind of my signature look, if we can say that. Going to the shade Chesnut, which is a matte brown shade. I think I finished the first part, the upper lids, so now I need to do my liner. And look at what I found. I have a Ciate London double lines eyeliner. That here you have a pencil, a cold pencil, which is kind of scary. I don't know if I will use this, but on the other end we have this felt tip liner, but it's kind of flexible one, so I will try to see if I'm able to use it. This is almost dried out, so and it's stiff. I thought it's flexible. Okay, so this is how my eyeliner looks like. It's not the best one that I did, but that liner it's already dried, so I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Maybe I will give it to someone to use the cold part, so I don't like that one either, the cold pencil side, so Let's finish with the mascara on my top lashes. And for my mascara, I am gonna use the Catrice Glam & Doll Boost Lash Growth Volume Mascara. I don't understand why those companies are keeping to have their name so long. I will apply my concealer. I'm changing a bit the order that I'm doing my makeup, and I'm gonna use the Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade N Light 1. And all the products that I'm using today, as always, I will have them listed down below on the description box. But this has kind of interesting type of a wand. So to set my under eye area, I am gonna use the Catrice Nude Illusion setting powder, which is not my favorite setting powder for my under eye area when I'm not using the Catrice Slim-Matic concealer. But I have another powder from Cover FX which doesn't work at all for using to set it as a under eye setting powder, so this is the best option. I will show you. Okay, my son wants to interrupt me. He's like the background sound on my video, so probably I will not need to add some music on the background for this makeup tutorial because he's helping with that. For my lower lashes, I think I'm gonna use something from the Catherine Lights palette, or maybe from the It's My Pleasure. I cannot decide. I want to do a pop of color, Colourpop. We are on the same trend, so yeah. I am gonna take the magical shade, and then I am taking the shade Mermaid Boy, which is this shimmery teal shade. So I will add this on the top of the magical to give it a more vibrant or vibrance, you can say. And I will also drag it up to meet my wing. You can see how it looks like. One more thing I want to take care of, and this is my inner corner, so I am gonna take the shade Kaleidoscope and I will put it here. Now it's time to move on and apply the foundation. I'm usually doing my brows in the end of the makeup because I don't like to mix the foundation over the liner or the brow pomade. So that's why you will see me doing my brows after I apply the foundation. This is my reason. It's a personal preference, so yeah, do it as you want, as you feel comfortable. I'm doing like this because this way I feel more comfortable. So, for foundation, I wanted to use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. I had a sample, but I'm not able to find it. And this Airbrush Flawless Foundation, it's a bit too light for me because I just self-tanned my skin yesterday. So from this reason, I think I'm gonna give another chance to the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation, which I've did a foundation battle last year and I wasn't so impressed. But I'm hoping with the primer that I'm using, maybe it will be better. I think it's too light for me, but I shouldn't be using this sponge to apply it. I should have used a normal beauty blender. Let me try to see if I can fix something. So that one that I used, it was the Juno & Co sponge that gives you full coverage and is not good for using it with stick foundation. So I was bringing my LA Pro sponge. Should have been sticked with the Catrice foundation that I also pulled out. This was my third option, the Catrice Ultra Liquid Coverage Foundation, and that one is gorgeous. To set my face, I'm gonna use this Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I have it in the shade Translucent Light. So what I love about this product is the fact that it has a security lid to it, so you will not be able to spread your powder all over your bag. But this powder is a bit heavy, so no, it's not heavy. I don't know why. I thought that. It's time to do those brows, and I'm gonna use the Colourpop pencil called Precision Brow Pencil in the shade Dope Taupe. It's been a while since I've used one of these pencil brows. I remember I was loving it last year, so I got a backup. The only thing I don't like about those products is that when you twist it, you need to be careful how much product you twist, because you will not be able to retract it. So this is the only downside. But other than that, I remember that I was so in love with this Colourpop pencil. Yeah, so I remember why I love it so much. So first, the shade is kind of really matching me. And then the texture, which is not too creamy, not too waxy, and it makes the product glide on. So you can hear the thunders. Moving forward, I'm gonna bronze my skin, and for this I'm going to use my Catrice Mineral Bronzer with SPF 15 in the shade Light Medium. And for my blush, of course, I'm gonna use my Catrice Defining Blush in shade Mandy Rhine, which is a kind of peachy, neutral type of blush. I only have one highlighter on my collection from a brand starting with letter C, so from Seattle, London, and have their Glow 2 highlighter. And the product looks like this. I haven't swatched it, so it's coming also with a mirror. I haven't swatched it because I want to give it to a friend. I'm not so big on highlighters, and I have quite a lot of highlighting products on my collection. So I don't need to only use this for the purpose of this video. So I just show that I have a product starting with C, a highlighter product that is starting with C on my collection, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna use an eyeshadow. So probably from Cargo Cosmetics palette, I'm gonna use the Crisp, this one over here, because nobody can stop you using your eyeshadow as a highlighter. I think it's better as a highlighter than as a eyeshadow. I wasn't expecting this. And my camera is blinking, telling me that it doesn't have any more battery, so better finish the lips and close up the deal. Lip liner. I have a Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat in the shade Crazy in Love, And for lipstick I'm gonna use the same Charlotte Tilbury. I have this in mini size, which I haven't used it before. It's on the shade Grow. I'm not able to see, but I will list it down on the description box. So it's kind of similar with the Pillow Talk, but it's a bit more rosy. So I think it works perfectly with this lip liner. And we are back with the lipstick on, and meanwhile I have swatched the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Is the one on the top, and this is the one that I have used today. So indeed this one has a bit more red or pink to it. I'm not so good on this kind of small details, but other than that, this is my final look. I just washed the hair yesterday and some curls don't want to stay, so this is my final look using products from the makeup company starting with letter C, which is the letter of my first name, Constance. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really want to thank Mel for bringing this on her channel. I had so much fun on thinking and planning the product that I'm gonna use on this video, so really fun idea. But other than that, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also like this video, and if you want to recommend it to your friends, it will also help my channel to grow. I want to wish you all to have a great, blessed day, and I'm looking forward to see you again on my next video.
Okay.